how are you? Can I help you today? Okay, yeah, I can definitely recommend you some books. Book Talk is a very big place and they always seem to target a few books like every few months, so I understand that you don't know who to trust. Always come into our bookshop. Is this your first time here? It is. I hope you love it. I hope you have a great experience here, and if you ever see me, always ask me a few questions if you ever need them, because I'm always here to help. I work 5 days a week, so I'm always here. So what kind of books are you thinking of? Okay, so you're kind of a mixed bag. You kind of like everything. You like fantasy, you like thriller, you like war politics. Okay, yeah, I can do that. A bit of romance. Okay, so what books have you seen on Book Talk that have like caught your eye? Yeah, she is kind of everywhere on Book Talk. Everyone loves her. So I can recommend you a book that I've personally really loved, and hopefully that you would love it too, because it has elements of fantasy, has elements of romance. So hopefully everything that you like. Yeah? Okay. So this one I'll recommend. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's my personal favourite author that I've ever read. You've definitely heard of her on Book Talk, 100%. It is Sarah J Maas. This is her newest release. Not her newest release. It's in a series, but this is like her newest series release. This one is like a high fantasy romance, but it's set in real world, which is really interesting, and it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I read it a few years ago. I read it, I think the year it came out, I think 2020, and let me tell you, tears were shed. Yeah, you want a book that makes you cry? This one, my dearest, this will make you cry. So yeah, Sarah J Maas is a very good author to read with for like fantasy. Yeah, you've seen her a lot. Yeah, she is kind of everywhere, like BookTube, Book Talk, Instagram. She's everywhere. She's dominating the world, as she should. She's amazing. So yes, this book. Have you read her other ones? You have? That's good. That's a good choice. Good choices. So you've read A Court of Thorns and Roses and Thorn Glass. Perfect. Perfect. You're already there. You're already there. So why haven't you picked up this book? Okay. Scared? Yeah. Totally reasonable. I would be scared too. This book is very chunky, but it's worth it. This chunk is masking the gloriousness of this book. It's so good. So this book is about Bryce Quinlan, the main character. Have you seen anything about this book, like any fan arts or like people talking about it? Okay, you have a small bit. Okay, perfect. So like the main premise is Bryce Quinlan, she's like an ordinary woman. She lives in like this big city. It's called Crescent City World. Also, I'll show you the map because the map is stunning. It is beautiful. Just like look at this. It's stunning. But okay, so Bryce sorry, I'm coming over like a cold, so like don't mind me. She works in like this like archive library thing, and she's always out partying, she's always out like clubbing and stuff, so it's nice vibes, you know, it's college vibes. She's I think just finished college, so you know, she's fresh out into the world. And they have different classes too, because it's, you know, it's magical element too of this book. So we have the different houses. So we have House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, House of Many Waters, and House of Flame and Shadow. So in these there's like shifters, there's fae, there's nymphs, there's like every kind of like magical creature you can think of. It's here. And fae, she's like half human, half fae, I think. So she's kind of looked down upon because she's not like a full human, or she's not a full like magical person, because when you're a full magical person, you're thought of better because you're in your house and you're chilling in your house. The way I describe books is like really all over the place, so hopefully you're okay with that. You are? Okay, cool. Thank you. So within the first 60 pages of this book, the main character is Bryce, Gwendolyn's friends, just die. They die. And it is very sad. It is very sad. And the thing that Sarah does, and you know yourself too, she makes you love characters. In this book, she made me love the people, the friend group that died throughout the whole book, even though they died in the first 60 pages. She made a reader love them for the whole book, so it was so hard to read about because you just wanted to know more about this friend group, this group of people, and they just died. But yeah, it was so good. So good. And then the love interest in this book is named Hunt. He's like this brooding guy. He has God, what is it called? It's like a crown thing on his forehead because he's marked of slavery. What does he do? Even though I have read this book twice, I've read this book twice, I still never know how to describe it because it's so like complicated, because it has a lot of like historical elements to it, or like background that you have to know about the book, but it's a good story. I really enjoyed it. The characters are good. If you really like characters, do you like characters in a book? You do? Okay. I think you'll definitely like this book. So I'm gonna put this in your basket, if that's okay. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put that there. So do you want more books that you want recommended? Yeah? Okay. What kind of books? Okay. 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 I have the perfect book for that taste. Okay. So we have The Poppy War. Have you seen this book? You haven't? Okay. So this book is a very good book for what you wanted, or what you just told me. So you wanted like war, politics, killing. This book will do it for you. It's so good. Yes, I've read it. I've read a lot of books. I'm a big reader, so if you haven't got that already, I'm a big reader. This book is so good. It's so good. It had me gripped from the start to the finish. I was there. I was with these characters. I was with the story. I was there. I read this a couple of years ago. Like, it's been a while. Like, the pages. Where was I going with that? I don't know. But it follows the main character, Rin, and she is a badass. She is a badass. Also, Bryce in this book is a badass. We always support badass female main characters. We do. In this bookshop, we support that. So it follows Rin, and this is a high fantasy again, so even though it has war and politics, it's high fantasy. And I think there's a map for this too. There is. So this is the universe that we're in. It is called the Nakara Empire. So this place tries to get the most talented students. Because they're in war, they're trying to kill the other like opposing place, so they want the best people that they can get to kill their enemies. And they have this military school, and Rin, who's like a peasant girl, goes to that school. And ladies and gentlemen, it's so good. It is so good. Even though I'm only talking to you in this bookshop, but like I really have to project to like everyone in the shop, even though no one else can hear me. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, so you know. So we have Rin, and she finds out she has like this really good power, like this really good killing power, and some of her classmates start to hate her because she has this really good power. But she's so good at fighting, and she's so good for standing up to herself and really like not caring. That's why we love her. That's why we love Rin. We do. But basically is there a war in this one? I can't really remember, because this book is in a trilogy too. So we get the Poppy War, we get I think the Dragon Republic, and then Let me check. I can't find it, but I think it's this one and then another one and then the Dragon Republic. So it's a fleshed out trilogy, and you get to really like the characters. And once again, the action scenes, the war scenes, they're top tier, and people actually die. If you're wanting to read a book where characters, you know, don't die or there's no like serious repercussions, this is the book for you, because people die. They die. Yeah, so you're okay with that? Okay, perfect. Can I put this in your basket? I can. Perfect. You're gonna have such a good weekend of reading. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna have the best weekend. Yep. So what other books are you hoping to get? Are you gonna keep with like the fantasy route, or do you wanna switch it up? Okay. You are speaking my language. You, dearest, are speaking my language. For that, I would pick this. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. You've seen this one? Yeah. You've been wanting to read it? I'm so excited. This is the moment. This is the moment that you buy the book, you read it, and then you love it. So this book is also in a trilogy. So you're just getting the trilogy hype today. This one is what you wanted, like a mystery thriller. It is in different formats. So we get the normal text, and we also get like this, like a entry log by the main character, Pippa. So we get the ordinary chapters, and then we get like other types of formats. So it's a really easy book to read. And you were in a reading slump recently? Okay. Yeah. So I'd actually recommend reading this first instead of The Poppy War and House of Earth and Blood, because they are quite dense, heavy books. And this book it's definitely more lighter. I know people die, so it doesn't seem lighter, but it's definitely more like of a quicker read. And a book slump it's heavy. How is your book slump? You're struggling? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was in a book slump recently too, and I just didn't want to read any books. Yeah, it's hard, but you know, reading's a hobby. You don't have to keep on reading all the time. I know the Goodreads goal, it's always looming, it's always there, but it's a goal, it's a journey. We have a year to finish the goal, so we've loads of time. It's only February, we've loads of time. So yeah, this book, it's a mystery thriller, follows the main character Pippa, and 5 years ago a girl was murdered by Sal Synth. Excuse me if I said his last name wrong, but Pippa doesn't really believe that he killed this girl, so she chooses this topic for like, what is it, her final year project. So she digs more into, did he actually kill her, and like finding out who actually killed her, and it's just a really gripping book. Yeah, I read it also. Once again, I'm so bad at describing a book that I've read, because it's been a while that I've actually read this book. I feel like I should reread it. I should. I know, I really should. Oh, this is making me like want to read it again. But I have too much books to read. I have too many books to read. And you see that bookshelf back there? I have to organize it. Before like my manager comes in and he's like, Sarah, you're getting fired because you haven't done anything today besides talk to customers about books, even though that is my job, but I'm also supposed to clean. You know, working in a bookshop is good, but it's also a bit stressful. So this book, does it sound interesting to you? Yeah, cool. Is there romance in it? There is, but it's definitely not the sole focus of this book, which I personally really like. You like romances in your books? Okay, there is a romance. There is. It's very small though. It's very small. I think you can get over it, because once you get into the story, into the characters, I think you'll like it. perfect. Yeah, so it's a very good plot. There's plot twists. Okay, have you read other like mystery thriller authors? Riley Sager, that's a good one. That's a good one. This definitely isn't the same level of Riley Sager because it's not like scary, you know. So I think it'll be okay. You're good with horror movies, okay? That'll make one of us. I'm definitely not good with horror movies. I would be scared so much I wouldn't be able to sleep. You can. That is a good moment for you. So I think you'll be okay with this book. The scare level is low. But it's like put into different parts, so it's even easier to read because you're reading parts, and then when you get to your second part of the book or part 2, you're like, whoa, I've read so much, you know. And then your book slump will be gone, like that. It'll be gone. Hey presto, disappear. So yeah, you want this one too? Yeah, no problem. Is that your limit for today? It is a very good selection of books. Like, the colours, they match. You know, we have the red spine here, and then the red spine here, then the white. You're happy with these choices? Oh, girl, I'm so happy for you. You are gonna have an amazing reading time. Like, such a good reading time. I'm so excited for you. Yeah. Do you want a bookmark? I got you. There's so many. They're literally like right next to you over there. So if you want to have a look at the bookmarks and then come back, I'll keep the books here for you because there's actually people behind you that I have to get to. But I've absolutely loved talking to you and suggesting you books. And if you ever see me in this bookshop again, definitely come up to me, ask me questions. I will endeavour to help you to the best of my ability. Yeah, the bookmarks are right over there. Have a look. They are quite cute, I have to say. So you should buy a bookmark with your new books. You'll have a great time. You'll have a great weekend. Yep. Okay, no problem at all. I had a great time chatting. Okay, bye.